Hey guys, this is Bolivia224 here, and I'm back again with another deck profile. Today's deck profile we're going to do is the Shiranuis. Now, the Shiranuis is like the demon slayer of the entire game. They're the sworn enemy of the yokai, which is the Mayakashi. So, anyways, you guys, this deck mixes with synchro summoning, fusion summoning, and not to mention link summoning. So anyways, you guys, you guys like this video so far, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, make sure to turn on all post notifications on, and let's get started. For first off, we're going to do is start off with the monsters. I'm running 3 copies of Shiranui Squire. Now, Shiranui Squire is my go-to monster of this build here. He allows me to he allows me to tribute one zombie monster, which is him, for example, to bring out one of my best monsters, Unizami. I'm about to show that later on today. So yeah, and I'm running 2 copies of Shiranui Squire. Now, Shiranui Squire says that when this card is no summoned, I can special summon one Shiranui Spectral Sword monster from my hand or deck. Also, I cannot special summon any monsters from. I cannot special summon any monsters for the rest of this turn except zombie monsters, which is totally fine, by the way, because this deck is filled with synchro monsters and link monsters as well. So yeah. And I'm running 1 copy of Spirit Master. Now, Spirit Master gives me a pop just to pop off his monsters, his spell cards, all that good stuff. And I'm running 1 copy of Spectral Sword Shade. Now, Spectral Sword Shade allows you to tribute this card, then target 1 zombie monster from my banished area, except Shiranui Spectral Sword Shade, including a Shiranui monster. I can special summon them in defense position and negating their effects. And I'm running 2 copies of Shiranui Spectral Sword. Now, Spectral Sword allows you to, if this card is in my graveyard, I can accept the turn that was sent to the graveyard. I can target 1 non-tuner monster in my graveyard, banish this card, and then I can do it and if I do, I can special summon 1 single monster from my extra deck. So it's kind of like a single summon from the graveyard. So yeah. I'm running 1 copy of Algol Mazra. Now, Algol Mazra prevents my monsters from being destroyed, and then I can special summon it onto the field, lowering its level. I'm running 1 copy of Doom King Baldrack. Now, Doom King Baldrack is one of my best monsters of any zombie deck. I was gonna finish building the Eldritch deck, but why not? I do this deck instead. And I'm running one copy of Changshi the Spirit Owl. Now, Changshi the Spirit Owl allows you to special summon off of Glow of Bloom if it's sent to the graveyard, if I have Zombie World on the field. And I'm running 1 copy of Necrolord Banshee. Now, Necrolord Banshee allows me to tribute either on the field or send or Banshee from my graveyard to play Zombie World on the field. Now, Zombie World is one of my favorite field spells of all time. So I can't go wrong with that. I'm running 1 copy of Gozuki. Gozuki allows you to send 1 zombie monster from my deck to my graveyard, and this card is sent to my graveyard. I can banish 1 zombie monster from my graveyard, except Gozuki, special summon 1 zombie monster from my hand. And I can only use each of its effects once per turn. And I'm running 2 copies of Mizuki. Now, Mizuki brings back one of my zombie monsters from my graveyard. So yeah. I'm running 3 copies of Unizami. Now, Unizami is my number 1 go-to monster of this deck here. Here, I can level modulate his level by sending a zombie monster from my hand or sending 1 zombie monster from my deck to my graveyard, which is Glow of Bloom. Which is what I'm going to show right now. I'm running 1 copy of Glow of Bloom. Now, Glow of Bloom allows me to send this to the graveyard. I can special summon onto the field, and if I have Zombie World on the field, I can special summon either Changshi's the Spirit Owl or Doom King Baldrack. 1 copy of Mad Mauler. Now, Mad Mauler is like the plague spreader zombie of the deck. And if I have and if I and if this card is in my graveyard, I get to target one level 6 or higher zombie monster I can control, and I can reduce this level by 2. And I'm running 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom allows me to stop my opponent from adding any cards to the hand, so it's going to be one of the best hand traps of all time. So, that's it for the monsters, you guys. Let's move on to the spells. So for the spells, we're running 1 copy of Foolish Burial. Now, Foolish Burial allows me to send Glow of Bloom to the graveyard, and then and if I do, I get to add a zombie monster from my deck to my hand. If I have Zombie World on the field, or if I have Zombie World on the field, I can special summon it onto the field. And I'm running 1 copy of Instant Fusion. Now, Instant Fusion allows you to special summon one of my monsters from the extra deck by paying 1,000 life points, and I can special summon 1 level 5 or lower fusion monster from my hand from my fusion deck, aka extra deck. So yeah. And I'm running 2 copies of Ready. I'm running 2 copies of Ready Fusion. Now, Ready Fusion allows you to special summon any fusion targets in my extra deck, ignoring the summoning conditions. So yeah. And I'm running 3 copies of Super Polymerization. Now, Super Polymerization allows you to use either monsters on each side of the field to diffuse off it. I have 2 Super Poly targets in my extra deck. I'm about to show you that later on today. I'm running 3 copies of Zombie World. Zombie World is one of my favorite zombie field spells of all time. It transforms the entire field into zombies, and I can use Super Polymerization to fuse off Drago Negro Soul Dragon. So yeah. Okay, guys, that's it for the spells, you guys. Let's move on to the traps. So for the traps, I'm running 2 copies of Trap Trick. Now, Trap Trick allows me to banish 1 normal trap from my graveyard, either Shiranui Swallow Slash or Ghost Meets Girl. I rather send Ghost Meets Girl because Ghost Meets Girl is one of my favorite cards of all time. I'm running 2 copies of Shiranui Swallow Slash. Now, Shiranui Swallow Slash is like the Icarus attack of any zombie deck. And running 3 copies of Ghost Meets Girl, a masterful Mayakashi Shiranui story. Now, masterful Mayakashi and Shiranui story is like a turn skip, because I can lock him down and prevent him from special summoning any monsters from the hand, deck, or extra deck. It's one of the most powerful traps I've ever played on this. I haven't played this deck in a while now. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll give this deck a try, or I should use the Red Dragon Archfiend deck by tomorrow. So yeah. Okay, guys, that is it for the main deck. Let's move on to the extra deck. So for the extra deck, I'm running 1 copy of Shiranui Sun Saga. Now, Sun Saga is the boss monster of the deck. If this card's first summoned, I can return any number of zombie single monsters that was banished or in my graveyard into the extra deck, and then I can destroy that many cards on my opponent's side of the field. And I'm running 1 copy of Shiranui Shogun Saga. Now, Shogun Saga says, if this card is first summoned, I can banish 1 zombie monster from my graveyard, and it gains attack points equal to the banished monster's original attack points. And running 1 copy of Shiranui Samurai Saga. Now, Samurai Saga says, once per turn, either player's turn, I can target 1 banished zombie monster and shovel it back into my deck, and if I do, I get to change his monster into defense position with attack less or equal to that monster's attack points, and it loses 500 attack points. I go to special summon Shiranui Samurai Saga once per turn. It is a hard once per turn, I ain't gonna lie. I'm running one copy of Archfiend Zombie Skull. Now, Archfiend Zombie Skull is like the summon skull of this deck. It kind of reminds me of him too. And zombie monsters that I control cannot be destroyed by card effects. And I'm running one copy of Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. Now, Necro Dragon gets massive every time he has a zombie monster on the field or in the graveyard, and if he attacks and destroys a zombie monster, I can bring back one of those zombies back onto from either grave. I can bring back from either graveyard and special summon onto the field. And I'm running one copy of Immortal Dragon. Now, Immortal Dragon is like the level modulator of any zombie deck. One copy of Skeletal Felgran. Now, if this card is special summon, I get to target one monster that he controls or in my graveyard, banish it, and if a monster special summon from either graveyard while there's monsters on the field, I can target one other face-up monster on the field, negate its effects until the end of the turn. And running one copy of Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord. Now, Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord is like the big brother to Red Eye Zombie Dragon. I'm thinking about building a Red Eye Zombie Dragon deck in the near future. So yeah, I'm a huge fan when it comes to zombie decks. Alright guys, now for some super poly targets and some ready and instant future targets. I'm running one copy of Drago Nether Soul Dragon. Now, Drago Nether Soul Dragon allows you to attack into his monsters, make his attack point 0, and I can generate a token. And I'm running one copy of Garuga. Now, Garuga allows you to fuse two monsters with the same attribute and type, but different names. One copy of Sea Monster Theseus. Now, Sea Monster Theseus, I'm trying to track down Flame Ghost. I think it's from Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I need to track this down so I can swap this out and make this deck complete. Oh yeah, and I'm running one copy of Mud Dragon. Now, Mud Dragon is one of my go-to super poly targets for the deck. Running one copy of Shiranui Skill Saga Supremacy. I can special summon one fire monster that I can target one of my zombie monsters from my banished area. And I can special summon it onto the field if his monster points to. One copy of Vampire Sucker. Now, Vampire Sucker allows you to special summon one zombie monster from his field on his field, and I get to draw one card. And I'm running one copy of my ace monster, Yuki-Onna. Now, people are gonna be asking me why Yuki-Onna is inside of a Shiranui deck. Well, it's simple. Now, Yuki-Onna allows me to negate any activated effects of my opponent's banished monsters. If a monster is special summoned from the graveyard or a monster effect is activated during the damage step, I get to target one face-up monster on the field, changes the attack points to 0, and if I do, I get to engage effects. This card is like the access code talker of any zombie deck. So that is going to do it for the Shiranui deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you never played Shiranuis before, I suggest you do so right now. Because Shiranui is one of my favorite monsters of all time, along with the Shiranui deck. So yeah, and yeah. Okay, guys, that's gonna do it for this deck profile. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you guys haven't. Make sure to turn on all your post notifications for any new videos here. And make sure you remember on my Patreon or on YouTube to gain access to new and unreleased videos. And don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and my channel online, Xbox Live, and PSN. Until next time, you guys, as always, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. I'll see you in the next video. Peace!